Hi, my name is Rachel Carrillo, and I did my educational giant report on Thomas Jefferson. A little bit about me: I'm from Fayetteville, Georgia. This is my first semester here, but I'm technically considered a junior. I got my associate's degree, and then I went to work at Disney World. Um, so I'm just gonna start off. Thomas Jefferson was born in Virginia. He was born on April 13th, 1743. Um, he was the third of 10 siblings and only one of two boys. So the rest of his siblings were girls. And I can only imagine I have three siblings, and two of them are boys, and they drive me absolutely nuts. But they're also younger than me, so. He studied Latin and Greek at the age of 9. At the age of 14, he started studying the classical languages and also literature and mathematics. He attended one of the second oldest colleges. Um, when he was there, he realized that many of his classmates were different than them. They really cared about more of the worldly things that were going on and like hanging out with girls and going to parties and things they would do back then. I don't know if they really went to parties, but they definitely hung out with girls. And so he realized that he wanted to focus more on his studies. So he ended up becoming friends with a lot of scholars there. And once he was kind of done with that, he went there for 3 years, and he decided that he wanted to study law. And he became one of the most learned lawyers in America. And he, while he was doing that, he ended up meeting his wife Martha, who was actually the wealthiest widow like in Virginia at the time. So people were kind of like, does he want her because of, her money, or because he really loves her? But he really loved her, and then they got married on New Year's Day on January 1st, 1772. They had 6 children together, but only 2 of them survived, the first and the fourth child. It was really traumatizing for me to read that because I don't know, I feel like that would be like a really traumatizing experience even back then, because I know that I would be traumatized now as a mom. Um, he is one of the main reasons why we have our independence today. He was the main author of the Declaration of Independence. He was also in the Second Continental Congress, and he actually served with, I don't remember, George Washington, actually. He served with George Washington, which is kind of funny because, George Washington was the first president, and later Thomas Jefferson ended up becoming the third president of the United States. So, kind of works out. It took him 17 days to draft the Declaration. In the Declaration of Independence, it lists the natural rights of all human beings and other things about King George and the stuff that he did while he was king. Jefferson believed in a curriculum that was focused on scientific knowledge and not solely based on religion. So many curriculums back then had chapels in their universities, and they focused a lot on, religion in the curriculum. And in his university in Virginia, he wanted no chapel. He didn't want, anything really to do with the church. He kind of wanted to build a library as the center of his university, which was not a normal thing, and everyone was like, what? So he built it as the centerpiece. He believed that things seen, heard, and read became a part of us at a very young stage in life. So the things back then kind of stuck with us as we grew up. And he also believed in no fixed curriculum, which I kind of like, I have to admit. And the students got to choose out of like a list of classes what they wanted to take, which I think would be pretty cool. But we kind of have the opportunity nowadays, with electives, so at least we have that. Without Thomas Jefferson and the writing of the Declaration of Independence, we would probably not be as free as we are today. And sometimes people don't think we are as free as we are, but we're actually doing pretty well. And because of him, you know, maybe we would have never been able to become teachers. We would never have this opportunity to learn. Who knows what would be happening right now, and the fact that he wrote the Declaration of Independence kind of sparked this whole like freedom and, a whole set of new curriculum where it's based on science more. And a fun fact, which I don't know if it's as fun because it's when he died, but Thomas Jefferson died on July 4th, 1826, which was the 50th anniversary of the writing of the Declaration of Independence. So I thought that was kind of crazy because, how bizarre is that he died on the day that, the Declaration of Independence was like written. So that was super cool to me. That's the end of my presentation. There's a quiz at the end of my slideshow if you guys want to take it, and then the answers are at the end. So I hope that you guys enjoyed.